Hello, everybody. My name is Nicole Gregerson. I'm here to talk about my internship that I just completed here in April of 2021. So the winter 2021 semester, I just completed it and I'm here to overview that for you. So I did my internship for the Worldwide Organization for Women and teaching self-government. So the Worldwide Organization for Women is a family advocacy and policy organization where they're involved in legislation and things being passed um, that affect the family, education, faith, and sovereignty. And also teaching self-government. I worked a little bit. I was mostly doing my internship with Worldwide Organization for Women, but Nicolene Peck, who's my internship mentor, is also the CEO and creator of Teaching Self-Government, which is a parenting course that is based off of four main skills: following an instruction, accepting a no answer, accepting consequences, and disagreeing appropriately. So I helped her a little bit out with that, as well as the Worldwide Organization for Women, which she is the president of. So how did I find my internship? This is a cool story. So in Rexburg, I was heavily involved in the Madison Liberty Institute. I was the research lead for Students Against Trafficking, which is a club that's held in Rexburg, and they it's housed in Madison Liberty Institute. And so I got to know somebody named Jacob Householder. And when asking what I was wanting to do for my internship, I was explaining how I wanted to be involved in advocacy, family advocacy in Utah. And so I just really wanted to be in Utah. And I was wanting to do like legislative process and work in the Capitol and things like that. And he recommended me calling and getting a hold of Nicolene. And he's like, even if she can't personally give you an internship, she is so involved in that world down in Utah that you should give her a call. So I gave her a call and she wanted to know a little bit about me, what my interests were, what I was wanting to do. And I was talking to her about all my interests and what I was wanting to find and fulfill with this internship. And she had me fill out a resume, which I did. I sent it to her and she got back with me and she invited me to be her personal intern. And along with that, she also is letting me stay with her. So I have been so blessed to be able to live and to be with her and get to know her and her family and spend so many hours with her. And I've been truly blessed by her influence, both personally and professionally. So, what were my responsibilities for this internship? My main focus, where I spent most of my time, most of my hours, was helping Nicolene and the Worldwide Organization for Women in the Utah legislative session. So, this was a period of time from January through the middle of March, where all the legislators in Utah come together and they pass their policies and their new bills for the year. And so with that, I kept track of these bills. I read them, I scanned them. I was responsible for letting her know if a bill was something that we would be interested in. And so I made an Excel spreadsheet where I was able to organize all these bills that I was reading and kind of which category they would go under, whether they're about education, about family, about faith, or sovereignty. And then we would go and we would watch all of these committee meetings. We watched so many committee meetings, so many hours of floor time, which is when they were discussing these bills, and we would make comments in them, and we would write emails, tons and tons of emails. And we I was responsible for kind of letting her know when something was coming up. And so that is what I spent so much time doing. We would contact these legislators through email to support or to oppose these bills, and we would meet with them personally. So Nicolene was personally working on her own bill. So she wrote and she had her bill that I also spent a lot of time with, um, helping her lobby and helping her meet with legislators. I would contact these legislators interns personally, and I would discuss with them and set up meetings to meet with them so that they were fully aware of our stance on different bills, and especially having them vote yes for the bill that Nicolene wrote. So I also um, with teaching self-government, I participated in her weekly mentor calls. I did shipping with her online orders. I packaged all of her stuff and I would ship them off, get them to the post office. And then I actually was able to travel to St. Louis to run one of her booths when she was speaking at a homeschool convention, which she participated in. And that's kind of like where a lot of her products and her books and everything are sold. And then I also traveled around Utah where she would do like one-on-one or like group meetings where she would teach skills to parents. And I would kind of be like another person where we could practice role playing. And I was just like another hands for her for that. So, what are some benefits that I received? So, I received so many benefits, both personally and professionally, from this internship. Nicolene has was truly able to set aside and spend so much time with me and to mentor me in where I was wanting to go and direct my life after this internship. And she is really, truly an example of somebody who lives what she teaches, and she's taught me to set my priorities and to live them and to know that family will always come first. Her family always comes first. She has her hands in so many areas of life. She finds that to be important for her to share her voice and to be actively involved, but her kids and her husband are will always be her number one priority, and she's made that so clear, and she lives that, and I've seen that and how to balance that in my own life and in the future, how where I will want to be involved, that I will want to have a voice, but I also will always know that my family comes first. So, what came from this internship? I was introduced to such a wide spectrum of people. I was got to know so many of her network of people, and I've been blessed to get to know them and to learn from them as well. And then I also have just gotten to know the process of passing a bill, from getting a bill from point A to point B to point C. So writing the bill, having it in the session, let's get it passed through the Senate, House, passed through the House, and then getting the governor to officially sign it to pass it into law. I used to think this is like a scary process and it was hard to get involved. But I've realized through this that it's not scary and it's totally accessible. And these legislators are good people and they are serving our country, they're serving their state. And even if I don't always agree with the way that they would vote or the things that they would pass, I just really got to know that these legislators do have a good heart. And I worked with the Utah legislative, but I'm sure that there's the same in all states, that they are wanting to do their best. And I just have had a paradigm shift in my idea of what politics is and the world of politics through getting to know personally these people. And I have also had the opportunity to speak at the United Nations, which is such an opportunity and a rare blessing that it's kind of a once in a lifetime thing. And I was so blessed that I was able to speak with the Worldwide Organization for Women and be part of that presentation and to share my voice and to share my experience and my um, desire to better this world. I truly believe that is through family and just through strengthening families and society, that in turn will change the world and through changing families one family at a time. So let's talk about how this connection with coursework. The BYU Idaho learning model is something that I thought so much about while I was at BYU Idaho. The idea of being prepared, the idea of teaching one another, and the idea of proving what we have learned. And I feel that I will learn and I will take that those steps and that model into my personal life and into my career and into my family. It's important to research and to be prepared for what we are learning. And within that learning process, to speak and to connect and collaborate with colleagues is so vital. And then at the end, just proving that it won't always be through tests. That's how we do it at BYU Idaho. But in real life, we're always proving through conversations and through our different ways that we are proving what we have learned. And the child and family advocacy class is something that I just connected so many times at in this internship, learning about morality and knowing the truth and being bold and strategic when speaking that truth. And it is so vital to learn how to write and to speak persuasively, to speak to these people's emotions and to their logic, and to know that we see them, and that and working in family advocacy and advocacy in general, that is how we move and that's how we truly make change. And I was so grateful that I learned how to speak and I learned how to write. I will use these skills in the future for sure. Okay, so I would totally recommend this internship with anybody and everybody. Anybody who has the opportunity to be involved in the legislative process, I highly recommend it. Fortunately, Nicolene isn't always accepting interns. Throughout the year, she speaks and she's not always in a place where she can do that, but I urge everybody to get involved with her organization, the Worldwide Organization for Women. You can contact her at nicolene@teachingselfgovernment.com. And this is a great way to learn and to be aware and to be involved in family advocacy. And who knows, maybe one day in the future she will have another intern, but that's not something that she regularly is cycling through. But I just, at the end of this, I just urge everybody to be involved in their state, their community, their national legislative process. It is not as scary as we might think. It is not hard to write an email. They see them, these legislators, they read these emails and they value our voice and they value who they're representing. And so look up on your state's website, find out who your representative is, contact them, share your voice, share your opinions, share how you wish for them to vote, because they do read these and it does matter. And I have truly been so grateful for the things that I've learned in this internship and for internships in general and for being here and graduating from Brigham Young University in Idaho. This is such a great school. The Home and Family Department is full of faculty members who are here to help you to learn and to grow and to become better people and disciples of Jesus Christ. And I am so grateful for this internship and for Nicolene and for the opportunity that I've had to learn from her and from learning more about policy work and advocacy work, and for these Utah legislators. They're awesome and I have learned so much from them. So that is my presentation. Thank you so much, and I am excited for my future and where I will go next. Thank you.